is the mock draft 2.0, second version. I try not to keep some of it's going to be the same,
Exact same, yeah.
some of it's going to be the same. Some picks I'm like, yeah, I think that's the money pick. And then I kind of went back or shit just happened. Hell, this is the first day of free agency. So a lot of,
after this, we might have to do a 3.0.
right.
You know what I
mean? It might have to backdoor because there's already, the Patriots signed Jalen Mills to like a 4-year contract. So we ain't got him no more.
That's crazy.
So we need a safety, now that Jalen Mills is gone, Rodney McLeod is like hurt. So we're gonna need one. I think the Eagles are looking at some safeties right now, like Charger safety, Rashad Jenkins, and then who else? Looking at Rams safety, John, what's his name? John Johnson.
Yeah,
the
he's
third.
pretty damn good too.
Yeah, we're looking at those two in free agency, but we're still under the cap. That's another talk. We're gonna jump right into this mock draft for the first pick, and we both had the same guy. I don't think anyone can attest. This is the guy, number 1. Jaguar is gonna go with Trevor Lawrence.
That's like you said too. Just some things aren't gonna change, bro.
Yeah, especially because it's not like the Baker Mayfield draft where, it was kind of like a question: is it Sam Darnold? Is it Baker? Is it I forgot who else was in that draft, but there was multiple quarterbacks.
Few people, yeah.
Right. It's like the quarterback talent in this draft is like it's Trevor Lawrence, and then it's kind of like just everyone else,
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you could put. I've been looking at some film, and you could really put Justin Fields, and you could swap Justin Fields and Zach Wilson.
Lance,
depends on what your value of them is. You know what I mean? Or what team he goes to, type of thing. But
Lance and Mac Jones about the same.
That's what I'm saying. Trey Lance and Mac Jones, you could put one over the other, and you kind of see that in this mock draft as well. So at 2, we got the same guy, Zach Wilson. Now, I forgot who you had here before. I think Chase, right? Yeah, Jamar, man. I can see it. I mean, really, this second pick it's whatever they want to do with Sam Darnold.
True, exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. If they still feel like, hey, you know what? Let's give them one more run at it. Right. Chase would be a nice pickup for him.
Yeah, or even offensive line or something like that. You can.
That's true too.
Can't really devalue that because they could say, hey, we're just going to beef up the offensive line and then keep Sam Darnold and roll with the combo of Jamar Chase. But to me, this just feels like a no-brainer because really Zach is he's like NFL ready, and the Jets definitely need an NFL ready quarterback.
Was it him? I believe it was him or Trey Lance. One of the two had a huge pro day.
I think Trey Lance had a big pro day. Zach Wilson had a pretty good. I don't know if he's had his pro yet, but I've seen a couple workouts from him, and he did really well. He tested pretty well. I'm excited to see what their 40 times are and stuff like that. The process of that is going to change our mock draft a lot too, because people are going to test off the charts, and it's going to be like, oh yeah, this guy's going to go like number 3.
I didn't even have him in the first round.
Yeah, I forgot all about this guy.
Yeah.
It'll be like that. But these are post Super Bowl, pre combine kind of workout mock draft. So I got Penei Sewell. I didn't change here with the 3rd pick. I don't know. It's just again with the quarterback thing, it's the same thing. You got offensive tackles. You got a bunch in this draft, and you got Penei Sewell, and then you got pretty much everyone else. So I feel like Dolphins, they got Tua. They could get. I do see a Jamar Chase. But if Jamar Chase don't go here, like in my mock draft in real life, if he doesn't go here at 3, I feel comfortable about where I have him in this mock draft. So you got Jamar Chase going here to 3. And, safe to say this is – if he makes it to 3, then I'd be surprised. If anyone wants Jamar Chase, they're probably going to have to move up to 3, to get him.
Yeah, so for real. I've seen a whole bunch of, like, mock drafts where they trade to Houston or trade to someone else just for Chase.
Right, and you have to move up. And that's the thing, like, if the Eagles were, like, pursuing Chase, I think moving up to 3 wouldn't be much, but, like, a 5th-round pick or something. And then y'all could swap seats. Dolphins would get 6, we would have 3 type of deal.
And that wouldn't be bad.
If the Eagles, that if they
Dire need of them, yeah.
Right, because we typically with Howie Roseman, they do pursue the people they really like. We went and got Carson Wentz at 2 when we had like I think the 20th pick or something. So they will pursue someone if they really like them.
True.
4 we had the same pick here, Justin Fields. I changed my pick. I changed my mind. I moved Mac Jones back. I put Justin. I think his value is probably going to be a little higher, so I put him here at 4. He is from Georgia, so
yes, sir.
It's possible. It's very possible. Moving on. Now, this pick to me doesn't really make sense, but it happens when you're a fan of a team and you want a guy, so you don't let the guy, what I'm saying, go right
True.
here. But if they were to go get Christian Darrisaw at 5, I mean, it makes sense because they probably want Penei Sewell, and if they don't get him, they get probably like the next best guy.
After last year, they definitely need somebody.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Because if they say they were to get Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow's not back, then they're really just they hurt themselves with that pick.
Yeah.
Because they went and got a guy who can catch balls, but they ain't got an offensive line, so it doesn't really
he's just gonna get hurt again,
it makes zero sense for them to do that. But it could happen. I see, since they have such a strong relationship, I could definitely see Chase falling here. If he makes it past here, I'd be very surprised. And that's where you got Penei Sewell at 5.
And that's only if
Jamar,
happens, yeah.
Right, and that's more like realistic, ideally, because Jamar's value is a lot higher, and then Bengals are probably wanting Penei anyways. You know what I mean? So this is probably best scenario for the Bengals. And not the Dolphins. The Dolphins would be probably the best entrance to get to protect Tua if they're being serious.
True.
6, I got Jamar Chase. Man, I love
nasty.
I would love to see him in green, man. I don't know. It's a long stretch. If we pick Jamar Chase, I'm completely fine with that. If we get Devontae Smith, I'm completely fine with that. Any of these top guys, any of these top guys, I'm good with that. But knowing the Eagles will probably draft Trey Lance right here or something. I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
We can't do that to.
I was gonna say you'd be like the only person who called that probably, and that would be like a fire ass pick. You know what I mean? Like,
Trey Lance, yeah. We did go to his pro day, so I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. That'd be wicked. You got Devontae Smith. Of course, this probably realistically isn't gut feeling good for you Cowboy fans, but
no,
I think. But the thing is, like, the reason I don't realistically see a Devonta Smith coming to the Eagles, I see a Jalen Waddle before I see a Devonta Smith, just because we don't value the wide receiver position. So
I can agree with that. Y'all be having plethoras of them.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar's and oh my gosh, man, I could go. The list goes on. We never have a real steady group of wide receivers.
Who's the rookie y'all got last year? He should be actually coming out this year pretty good.
Well, yeah, Rager had like some hand injuries and shit like throughout the year, and he played when he was in there with Hurts. He played really well. Hurts was able to find him on a couple deep connections.
Y'all also had that guy off the bench. What was his name? Like Fulgham.
Yeah, Fulgham's gonna be serious next year if we keep him. Yeah, Fulgham's serious, man. He's got good hands. He runs good routes.
It came out of nowhere too. I love that storyline.
Where it's just someone out of nowhere. Yeah, Fulgham. If we need to keep a Fulgham, we do because he has potential to be a number 1. And I like Rager as that number 2. I don't like him as that number 1. But if we could put maybe Rager in the slot and Jamar Chase at the 1, Fulgham at the 2, oh man, we'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be
Moving on here. I got Jalen Waddle going before Devonta Smith in this draft, and that's because I think recency bias kind of leaves people to think that Devonta is going to go over Jalen. I think he is the better player, but the Lions need speed, and they're going to lose a lot of that when they lose. What's his name doesn't re-sign Galladay. They're going to need a guy who can stretch the field, and why not pair him with the Jared Goff. So yeah, I think that'd be a good pickup for them. At 7, you got Elijah Vera Tucker, probably my third OT in this draft. They definitely could use some offensive line help. They could use some defensive pieces too, but they're at number 7 for a reason.
Yeah, for real.
Like us, we need a lot of shit. Boom. This is probably not your pick, your favorite pick, but I think the Panthers are gonna sign. I do think they're gonna sign Deshaun Watson. So I don't see them going for a quarterback. Why don't you get the best corner in the draft at Patrick Surtain right here, number 8?
They're in talks with Watson right now.
I don't think so. But here's the thing: he's from Carolina, North Carolina specifically. So his hometown team. It was like his favorite team watching growing up. They did restructure contracts on Christian McCaffrey and someone else. And it freed up a lot of cap. So it makes me believe that they're trying to squeeze in a guy like Deshaun Watson. Yeah. This is just me like trying to, get that fire pick. Like,
hey, that would be fire, bro. Because if they do happen to get that quarterback and then they get this cornerback, that's two crucial pieces on both sides.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's the way you do it, right? Because like you can draft real well, but if your free agent signings kind of suck, it doesn't really, go.
I think
you're gonna have a balance.
Surtain plays better than Diggs did coming out.
Yeah, I think so too. Heck, even Jamar Chase. Like I think Jamar Chase was better than Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson coming out, for sure.
So, man, next year is gonna be crazy to watch. Honestly,
yes, sir.
You got Trey Lance. Now, this is, of course, if they don't get a Deshaun Watson, this makes sense. Definitely, I had him in my last mock as them getting Trey Lance, and why not? He fits the system pretty well. They're keeping Bridgewater. He's probably going to sit a year, and that's going to be like your best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Let him learn the offense. Number 8, I got Caleb Farley. This is because Denver needs a corner, and Surtain's off the table. So they go ahead and get Caleb Farley, who, to me, like I said, probably isn't – I don't think he's the, like, number 2. He's kind of like what Diggs was for y'all last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could potentially be a good corner, but I don't think his first year will show his true potential. But they get him anyways, first round. You got a corner here, J.C. Horn, who this would probably be a better pick, honestly. Out of South Carolina.
This is all for me, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, well yeah, this is the lead up, right? Because
this is all for me.
It kind of, realistically, if the Cowboys were really wanting to get Surtain, here, let's move it on. I got Rashawn Slater, but if they really wanted to get, Surtain, they'd have to move up a couple picks. I think
so too.
Yeah, they'd have to. If they sit around, you're probably getting another Rashawn Slater right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can see that too, though.
But then again, you got to look at it like this: like you re-sign Dak. He's probably going to play. You need to protect him. He has to be protected now. He
has to be.
Yeah, he's been hurt. So this was me being as less biased as I could be.
I feel
that. Because most people look like, oh man, the offensive tackle, like that's a shitty pick. But I mean, realistically, that's how the Cowboys got good. Was they drafted O-line, and built up that
became monsters.
Yeah, they had that beast O-line. That's what they need to get back to. So definitely would go with that. You got Patrick Surtain again. Hey, if you can get him at 10,
that's all it is.
That's big. That's big.
He probably would potentially go at number 9 or like before that.
It's just it sucks because it's like it's always that situation. Like last year, as the draft was going, I was like, man, CeeDee Lamb's about to fall right into the Eagles' lap. Like I'm praying, and then boom, the Cowboys come up. I'm like, I said it too. I was like, watch, they're gonna draft him, and they don't even need him. And then they did it. I was like, oh my gosh.
I saw that shit happening too, bro.
Man, I was like, I couldn't believe it. But then again, it could play out that way in this draft if the Cowboys don't move up. If they're
I blame Jerry. Like, what were you doing trying to compete for the playoffs? But like that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's another.
But it in the long run, it kind of makes sense too, right? Because like as an Eagles fan, we drafted Jalen Hurts. I almost shot myself. But now it kind of, in the long run, it kind of played out. Like, yeah, because Amari Cooper's getting older and he's on a big contract. So you won't have those guys around, that trio or whatever around.
Yeah, hopefully we could trade them off next season
and that would be ideal, because then you're still like, oh, I got Gallup, I got CeeDee Lamb, I don't need nobody else, Yeah. If you guys get Patrick Surtain, I'm gonna feel sick to my stomach. At the same time, it will be a good pickup for the Cowboys.
Yeah, if y'all get Chase or Smith, boy, we're gonna have to get.
And that's and I gave the Giants Devontae Smith, and I would
nasty.
really be sick back-to-back gut punchers. That would be bad, man.
That would be bad.
But if Devontae's
perfect
still
for
here,
Jones. Or no, what's the name of their quarterback? Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
perfect for him.
He's probably praying for Devontae Smith.
I swear.
This will be best case. I don't think Devontae Smith goes this far. 11 is kind of like pushing it. If the Giants were to pick him up at 11, I'd be mad at every other team that didn't get him, except for us, because we probably draft another wide receiver. But yeah, I'd be upset. And we both got Alabama wide receivers going to the Giants. You got Jalen Waddle, so it's not far fetched. They definitely need a guy out there for.
Yeah, I remember because our last mock draft, you actually had Waddle right there, so I took a little bit from that and was like, you know what, like,
definitely,
I could see him actually
going to it. Yeah, I think the Giants would be that desperate team to pull the trigger, because it's like you got 3 wide receivers that are top guys, and then it's kind of like a stretch from there.
Mm-hmm.
They would be fiending for one of these guys. At 12, I had to do it. I had to put Mac Jones here. It just made, to me, I could just see it. I could just see Mac Jones in a 49ers
I can see that
uniform. He could have
starting.
Garoppolo. Yeah, he could have Garoppolo's old number, matter of fact.
Yeah, probably trade him.
Yeah, to be honest. This to me just feels like this would happen. They won't pass up on a quarterback if one's here, Maybe offensive line, but who knows? And you got Rashawn Slater, so again, like offensive line. Yeah, if they don't get anything on the offensive side of the ball, I think they could go defense, but at this point in the draft,
they don't really need it. Yeah.
Right. It's not the values they need. They need offense. At 13, I got Micah Parsons. They did just pick up last year linebacker in the first round. I forgot who he was, but I wanted him. So they're gonna have 3 beasts on that in the middle of the field there. You're gonna have Micah Parsons, who's a beast pass rusher. You're gonna have the guy they just drafted, who's versatile. You're gonna have Joey Phillips. Yeah, you're gonna have a beast. You're gonna have a beast defense after you draft Micah Parsons. And people can make a case, offense, because they're gonna lose a couple guys. I mean, they got Justin Herbert. They don't need nobody else.
Yeah, he's locked down.
Now they could use offensive line. This would be you get Christian. They get Christian Darrisaw. They're good. They're solid. They could probably use a center. I don't even know about their running back situation, but I don't see at 13 them going for a running back.
They're gonna have a Eckler starting still probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eckler. But they probably would like to have probably go for agency. Yeah, get a dual-headed threat there. 14, I got Kwity Paye from Michigan. The Vikings were one of those teams that went from like being solid contenders to just doing nothing, and I think
Stephon Diggs.
Exactly. And I think a lot of that actually, their offense is fine. I think, especially with having Justin Jefferson, I think their defense is what's causing them the pain. So, Kwity Paye makes a lot of sense on that defensive line. You got Gregory Rousseau, who, again, starting up front is always good. Having that defensive line definitely is going to be the way to go. Get that penetration, get to the quarterback.
I agree. They need it. They need to get back to them purple people eaters.
Yeah, for real. See, they had so many good linebackers. Like the year we beat them to win the Super Bowl, they had good linebackers. I think the only problem was quarterback. Then they had backup.
Cousins.
No, not Cousins. The guy that threw the game-winning touchdown is Stephon Diggs. Can't think of his name. They had him, so The Vikings could probably go quarterback here. They honestly, the way Kirk Cousins is, they probably could. I got Kyle Pitts at 15. Um, Kyle Pitts is one of those players who he can go on any team and be a beast. And
that'd be nasty. That's like right up Belichick's
man,
tight end lane.
He's him and Cam would be a crazy combo. Someone message me. Oh, Alex. Yeah, that would be a crazy combo. I mean, again, I wouldn't be mad. I like Kyle Pitts. Going to the Patriots, he probably would have a good career there.
I think an amazing one.
Oh, yeah, we both picked him at 15. That's right. I didn't mention that. We both picked Kyle Pitts here at 15, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think he fits in perfect right there.
Yeah, really. That's a steal in the draft. I got J.C. Horn here at 16. I think I had Najee Harris the first time, but man, good corner, long, rangy. They're gonna need somebody after Peterson walks, calls it a career, and I don't really think they have anyone else on the other side. So it's like
that probably won't be too much longer.
Yeah, it won't be much longer. They're gonna need corners bad.
The Vikings had Case Keenum. That's who it was, bro. I had
Case Keenum, right. I was like, I know, I could see what his face looks like and his number and everything, but I couldn't remember the name. Jalen Phillips, Miami, edge piece for now. It's crazy as it sounds. That would be crazy to have him, like maybe as a rotational piece. You got like, John Jones's brother. I can't think of his name. Chandler Jones on the other side. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a monster too.
Yeah, they would sack machine. And I got Jalen Phillips next pick. Now, Raider fans, don't get mad at me. Look, I don't really know what your team needs. I don't watch the Raiders. You guys probably could use a wide receiver since Nelson Aguilar is gone. Quarterback, yeah, Derek Carr. Just hear me out, okay? Get a guy, Jalen Phillips. He's going to be good off the edge. Your defense is going to be pretty. They've been drafting like defensive pieces like every year, it seems like. But hey, if you can't get it right, then can't get it right. You got Kwity Paye, which would be a much better option, honestly.
If he's there, yeah.
Right at 17. If the Raiders can get a Kwity Paye at 17, that's pretty good.
That would be nasty.
And again, Raider fans, let us know who y'all want in the draft. So next time I can mock that person. How about that? At 18, I got Kadarius Toney. It's kind of hard to like I don't really know like the first round wide receiver, like how many wide receivers are going to run the first. But if I had to pick, had to think of one, Kadarius Toney's probably a first round pick.
Definitely.
He was like that. The other option other than Kyle Pitts, him and Kyle Pitts were like hand in hand at Florida. So 15, 18, about the same value. You got Najee Harris here, which is if they can get Jamar Chase and Najee Harris, I'm mad.
I probably have to play with him on Madden. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm mad if they could do it. I mean, it's good. You pair them with Tua. You know what I mean? There's a connection there. They would have a nice team. They'd have a nice squad. Dolphins are already good. Don't get me wrong.
They almost made the playoffs this year.
Right. They were like second in the division. I think Patriots were like dead last. So yeah, they're definitely on the come up. At 18, you get a Najee Harris. Bam, your team's looking good. At 19, I think this is your pick. You got Trey Lance. Or wait.
No.
You got Mac Jones. Okay, I got Trey Lance. Right. So Mac Jones goes to San Francisco. Washington gets a Trey Lance. It makes sense. They need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback.
And it just really depends on where they go. If Mac Jones doesn't go to San Fran, then, I could definitely see him going to a Washington team. At this point, Washington might trade up. They might trade up.
True. I could see that too. Try to get best available.
Right. They might even go after Zach Wilson or something,
That'd be crazy.
Well, I guess 3.0 might have to be the trades because I'm going to go ahead and break it down.
Splash some in.
Yeah.
We should wait till a little bit of free agency plays out in the pro days.
Oh, definitely, because then we'll know what teams are more likely to go trade up.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. We both had Rashad Bateman here. I think this is the same pick as our first, or we had.
I think so too.
Or I think we had Terence Marshall Jr.
Maybe.
Both guys, both guys are fits. Chicago's going to need wide receiver help. Not a bad pick. It's just crazy how when I went through, I was like, oh damn, the 20th pick we got the same person.
That's crazy because we did have the same one last time too.
Yeah, that's very crazy. I got Najee going to the Colts now. They probably don't need a running back. They got like a handful of them, but they could possibly trade one of the guys. You could trade. What's his face?
Hines or
Hines.
Taylor.
Yeah, you could probably trade Hines. So you can get Pete. You could probably get a lot for him, and you stick a guy on that. I just think since Carson's there, they're gonna need like
multiple weapons, sure.
Right? And they're not getting a wide receiver here. They'll probably get one in the free agency. So I got him going there. You got Samuel Cosme to. This makes more sense again. You get an offensive lineman to help the injured Carson Wentz from hopefully not getting hurt. Man, because we need him to play at least 12 and a half games.
See, I get a better pick.
Yeah, for that first round pick. So yeah, they could use a guy like him for sure. I got Christian Barmore going to the Titans at 22. The only defensive tackle I see in this draft going first round, if any do go first round, he's definitely probably the guy to go. Tennessee's pretty like well stacked. I'd say on offense they're very dangerous. They could probably use like I know they got a couple offensive linemen getting old. They could probably use like a tackle or something, but that defense, I don't even know who they have on the defensive line. You know what I mean? Jadeveon Clowney, is he even playing on that defensive line anymore? So
I'm not sure. I think he might be. Yeah, he might be somewhere else.
This might be the guy. You know, you get two guys on that defensive line that could get to the quarterback. You got Micah Parsons. Oh, this will be. If Micah falls to them at 22, that's crazy. I might be mad.
It's kind of like what you said too. Like, man, I just don't know who really they have all out there besides like, what's his name at corner, Dory Jackson.
Yeah, and then they got rid of they let Malcolm Butler walk, and he was playing better than Adoree. Actually, he was more healthy than Adoree Jackson.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, but hey, I think really that's like you said though. They kind of have like a secondary. You know, it's not the worst. They really need guys who can get to the quarterback. It all starts in the pass rush. So Mike Parsons is one of those linebackers that are just good at that, getting to the quarterback. He's fast, very flexible.
A pick that would surprise me, but if he made it this far and they grabbed him, I think Najee Harris would be nasty to go with Derrick
that's
Henry.
A 1-2 punch because you Derrick Henry won first, or you probably Najee Harris first down, second down, third down. You give it to Derrick Henry.
Third, fourth,
yeah. That's
red zone.
That's crazy. That's like that reminds me when we had like the first couple years we had Darren Sproles. We had Darren Sproles and
DeMarco Murray, huh?
DeMarco Murray, yeah. It just sucks that Chip Kelly didn't know how to use them because the combo was crazy. Terence Marshall here going 23 from LSU to the Jets. This is all because I didn't have because I got them a quarterback, you know, with the second
already.
Pick.
Yeah.
So they get their guy Zach Wilson, they get their wide receiver and Terence Marshall, and then Terence Marshall could probably go to the Colts. You know, I could see that very well happening too. They'd have Michael
because he was out there balling with Chase and them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was the number 2 option behind Chase. So you give him Michael Pittman and Terence Marshall, that'd be a good pick. But anyway, we're on the Jets. The Jets get Terence Marshall, and that now you got Zach Wilson, Terence Marshall, right? And you really just need maybe like a running back, and you're solid. You're a couple pieces away. Jets have a lot of picks, so they should be fine. You get Kadarius Toney again. They need. I can't name one starting wide receiver they have. I can't.
They had I don't remember. But
he's on the Panthers. Yeah, or I don't know if he's staying with the Panthers, but he was last year. So yeah, that's
about all they had that I remember.
Jets fans, please comment. Tell us who you got, because interested.
For real.
And it's crazy because, again, I just started watching Travis ENT like not that long ago, and we both got him to the Steelers. And that, for me, the reason I picked him here was because what's his name? James Conner. James.
Yeah, James Conner.
James Conner. He wasn't very reliable last year. And then there's really nobody to back him up. If they keep Juju, which I don't think they will, they probably start going with more of a run based game, depending how Ben Roethlisberger feels.
Claypool did good, but
right. Claypool did good, right? He probably is the number one option now.
I would say
Juju
so.
goes. So,
do you want to keep Juju to help with the coverage,
or just get a free agent guy?
Yeah, they can do that too.
Steelers they have a very attractive market. I'm sure they will find someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, another running back in the first round, definitely a good pick for the Steelers if they can get Travis Etienne.
I agree.
I got Trevor Moehrig here at 25, safety. Jags fans, please tell me who y'all have on that defense because y'all looked pretty bad last year. Now we look
Jalen Ramsey gone. Ugh.
Yeah, you need help coverage. I think they tried to draft a replacement and it didn't work out. Oh, they did. Last year they got C.J. Henderson and he looked horrendous, and he was a first round pick. So get you a safety that can cover
help him out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got Jackson Carman. He's the offensive tackle for Clemson. Now, Clemson, this is probably a good value. Honestly, 25, you get a guy who was protecting your quarterback before, right? Trevor Lawrence.
Now you're quarterback again, some chemistry.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't think about that at all, but that would make a lot of sense for them to go back-to-back Clemson picks in the first round.
I wasn't even thinking about it when I did that.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I'll tell you what. Like, it might have been you or me or both of us, but the Alabama picks, like, there's so many Alabama players in this first round. Like,
it's crazy.
The offensive lineman, quarterback, running back, wide receiver,
defensive tackle.
Oh my gosh, yeah, defensive tackle. Their cornerback, Patrick Surtain. They had a beast squad, man. They had a real good squad.
For real.
I think this is my pick, Elijah Vera Tucker going from USC going to the Browns. They're not getting a quarterback. Baker's the guy. They're close. The Browns are very close. They won a playoff game last year against a tough Steelers team. When you're close, you draft offensive tackles or guards and things like that. You build up, right? You have those backup pieces. So definitely be value here for them. You got Christian Barmore here going. This will be big too, especially depending on what they do with all their defensive line pieces. I'm not sure how long.
They're nice already too.
Right, Myles Garrett. Their linebacking core is good. Their corners are good. You get a guy who can stop the run, rush the quarterback. You're good. Browns fans are living. These are the days for the Browns fans for sure.
For real.
I got Jalen. I think we both got Jalen Mayfield here again, which is again crazy.
Something to help out Lamar Jackson though.
Yeah, right. And one thing about Mayfield that I like, than like some of these other tackles and guards, is the athleticism. When you got a running quarterback like Lamar, you need guys to be fast and quick. Maybe pass coverage isn't his best suit, but with a guy like Lamar, it's not the worst. You're looking for a guy who's good at run stuff, like run blocking and getting your guys out in space. So definitely good pick. Here's the curveball. I threw in Kyle Trask for the Saints, knowing that Drew Brees ain't coming back.
Oh yeah.
He probably sits realistically, but they did re-sign what's his name? Taysom Hill.
Oh, okay.
So it could be a quarterback battle. It depends on what they like. If they think Kyle Trask has a better arm, he might start.
Yeah, that would be crazy too. Or it'd be even crazy to see him move up.
Yeah. Oh, they go up and go. I can see that happening. If they stay here, Kyle Trask is probably the pick, you know, because we've drafted so many quarterbacks already.
Yeah, that would be dope too.
But man, you never know. Yeah, you never know. I can see them drafting. I can see them trading up though for sure, getting a quarterback. You got Trevor Mulray here. Great, great pick. Malcolm Jenkins is getting old. Um, you guys have Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn's great on the outside. You still need a corner. I mean, you still need a safety because your corners are good. I think they re-signed Jack Rabbit too. So you got Jack Rabbit and Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah, you don't know how long Malcolm's going to be there. Get a guy he can play underneath. Good pick. 28, perfect value. 29, I got Landon Dickerson from, again, Alabama. Center, right. So I don't know how much longer Green Bay center is going to be there, and I don't know how. And you can move him at guard. So really, it's just all about protecting your assets, which is Aaron Rodgers for maybe the year he's left. You know, had to go offensive line. You did, and this is what I meant by look. You get the center, he's number 69, and then you get the 70, the guy next to him,
that's crazy.
Alex Leatherwood. So it's you can't go wrong. And Packer fans, with that being said, you might draft somebody from Alabama. Just
be heads up because for real, it's looking like it.
There's a good chance it's gonna happen. I got Gregory Rousseau going here at 30. This will be an amazing pick for the Bills. Yeah. If he makes it to 30, you can't pass that up. You got Zaven Collins going 30 from Tulsa to the Bills. Great linebacker, rangy. They're gonna need it, especially like from what I've seen in the playoffs. Their defense is good. It's not there. It's not all the way there. Their offense could probably use some help, but I think that's going to be free agency. You know, they're especially because Bills have had good luck with young guys on their defense. You know what I mean? They've drafted well on the defensive side of the ball, so be a great pick. And I got Zaven Collins going next to the Chiefs. They need defense. They got beat up in the Super Bowl. Man, I just don't even know where to start with that performance. You got Aaron Robinson, good pick from UCF, cornerback. Now, when you made this pick, I thought about it. I was like, wow, I could see them maybe trying to get like a safety and free agency, or vice versa, drafting a safety.
They need something back there for sure.
Right, they was getting torched back there.
I can see Matthews sitting out if they don't get nobody.
To be honest, yeah, Matthews probably, if he has another performance like that, he's probably done football, period. I got Eric Stokes going to the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers out of Georgia. He's probably a second-round pick, but I like Eric Stokes a lot. I think he could play a huge role on the Tampa's defense is already, when you're a champion, you just get stronger. You know what I mean? You just get a stronger defense.
Future picks and all that, yeah.
Exactly. So would be a good value pick, and I could see it happening here. And you got Rashad Weaver, the defensive end from Pittsburgh. So yeah, again, if they were to get another defensive end or someone off the edge or even a interior guy, their defensive line's already good. It's just going to get even better. So, yeah, that's our line. Yeah, imagine the Tampa Bay going back to back. I don't even think about it. I can't even think about it. Yeah, Brady would probably sign another contract for 8 more years or some shit.
For $1 million a year.
Yeah, he wouldn't even take $1 million. He'd take like 300,000. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
My wifey got me.
Yeah. He already got IRAs and shit set up where he ain't got to work.
He good. He probably own a few companies and all that.
His house probably on like 12 acres of land type shit.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, but that's our mark, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all guys tuning in. Y'all know
for real
what it is. We talk the MMA, the UFC, but if you like the mocks, we're gonna keep them coming. We love NFL, NBA. You let us know. We'll do a mock draft for soccer.
Tennis.
You tell me, just let us know for sure. But